So we're currently doing a 1-week trip here in Sweden, and I brought the DJI Osmo 360 camera with me so that I can show you real world example and also bring you along the journey. And the great thing about using a 360 camera is that it captures everything around you, so this way you can enjoy the moment more. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can use the DJI Osmo 360 to capture vlogs, also show you the best settings and how you can use it to make your videos look great. Unfortunately, we can't visit the windmill. It's closed, only opens on the weekend, but still, it's a beautiful sight.
Thank you very much.
All right, great. So it is still open. Now look at this beautiful old windmill. Awesome, right? So here are a few reasons why you would want to use a 360 camera such as the DJI Osmo 360 for vlogging. The first thing is that it's super compact and portable. You can easily bring it along. I usually put the full setup in my sling bag, or if you're just using the camera, you can easily fit it in your pocket. It's also super lightweight, and I can easily vlog handheld with it for longer periods. Secondly, it's super easy to start recording. I can just use the quick shot button and it will start recording immediately with the settings that I've dialed in. I can also use the voice control, which is also convenient. And this is super important when doing vlogs because you're always on the go and you don't want to waste time setting up the camera. Another thing that I really like is that the accessories that come with the DJI Osmo 360 are super compact, and these accessories really allow you to get more creative shots and also enhance the video quality. I'm going to talk more about the accessories later in this video. So I think I need to get back now. It's great that we got the opportunity to check out the windmill. So we're now heading to Gothenburg. That's the bus right over there. When I'm doing these talking head videos, I'm recording in 4K 25 frames per second. When I plan on shooting B-rolls or when I need slow motion footage, then I change the frame rate to 50 frames per second. Now I'm using the pro settings. I've set the white balance to auto. I think it's doing a good job at detecting the white balance, and I also didn't experience any major color shifts. The exposure I've set to auto as well, with the exposure value set to -0.3. Now the reason why I set the exposure to auto is because the lighting conditions constantly change, especially today is very cloudy, so I don't want to be constantly fiddling with the camera settings. I also think the auto exposure does a good job. Now you can see that I'm well lit, as well as the skies. Nothing is really blown out. Now regarding the picture profile, I set it to D-Log M. I think this provides a more natural looking video and also removes a lot of that digital sharpness you see in the normal picture profile. What I then usually do is I convert the D-Log M footage to Rec 709. DJI provides an official LUT for that. I will also make sure to link it in the video description below. To also achieve that softer look in my video, I also set the texture to -2 and the noise reduction to -1. Another setting I recommend you change is the bitrate. I recommend setting it to high. This way the camera will capture more information, resulting in overall a better image quality. Now, the next thing I want to talk about are the accessories that I'm using, because this can really enhance the shooting experience. So the first thing I want to talk about is the 1.2 meter invisible selfie stick that I'm using right now. And you can see that it automatically removes the stick, making it look like the camera is floating in the air. And this gives you a really cool perspective. And also with a selfie stick like this, you can be further away from the camera and fit more in the frame, which is great for vlog style shooting. Another favorite of mine is this 1.6 meter tripod, which allows me to place it on any flat surface to record hands-free like I'm doing right now. Ooh, now it's starting to rain. And you can actually use this also as a selfie stick, in which the selfie stick also will be invisible in the video. And this is also great if you want to film yourself, which adds a bit more diversity in your video. So I'm currently heading to one of the different islands here in Gothenburg. The final destination one is brand new. I'm actually using the 3-meter extension pole to get some creative shots, which is really great to keep the camera further away from you to create these ultra wide perspectives. Now you might be wondering, how am I able to capture good audio quality with the DJI Osmo 360? Well, I'm actually using the DJI Mic Mini, and I don't need to use a receiver to pair it. This way I can be further away from the camera while still capturing good audio quality. You can see I have it mounted onto my sling bag. Now the DJI Mic Mini is actually super reliable. Once paired, every time I turn the DJI Osmo 360 on, it will automatically pair and I can start recording my vlogs immediately. Now it also works with the DJI Mic 2. So if you own one of these two mics, you will be able to capture good audio quality using it. Now just to show you, I'm using the windshield currently and it's super windy. So when I take this off, you'll now hear a lot of wind noise, which ruins the audio. You can just simply put it on and now you won't hear any wind noise. So if you're shooting outdoors, always bring this with you. So let me now share with you a couple of tips on how to create more engaging vlogs using the DJI Osmo 360. The first one would be to capture B-rolls. Now, if you already know what shot you want to take, instead of using the 360 video mode where you need to select the frame later in the edit, you can also make use of the single lens mode. And this allows you to switch to one of the two lenses without having to reframe it later. The next tip would be to create a time lapse. And for that, you want to use a tripod and place the 360 camera on a flat surface. And you can use the time lapse mode. And I like to focus on moving subjects such as people or clouds, which can show the passage of time, which is a really cool effect. Now, the cool thing about shooting in 360 video mode, you can change the field of view. And one effect I like to create is the asteroid. So once you've recorded your 360 video, simply in the DJI Studio software, you can set a keyframe, head a few frames forward, add another keyframe, and then select the asteroid perspective, adjust the framing, and you got your asteroid effect. Another cool effect is the fake drone shot. I like to use the extension pole for that and have it placed on my shoulder, making it look like a drone is following me. Now you can also get creative with your talking head videos. You can either place the 360 camera on a tripod like I'm using right now to record hands-free videos, or you can use the invisible selfie stick and extend it all the way to create that cool floating effect while you walk around the city. Or if you don't want to grab too much attention, you can also collapse the extension pole and just hold it this way to keep it more low profile. The next tip I have is to add a hyperlapse to your video. So currently I'm in Gothenburg. I'm strolling through an old district called Haga. There are lots of interesting shops around here. There's a long path which I thought would be really cool to create a hyperlapse. And to do that, it's actually pretty easy. Set your DJI Osmo 360 settings to 4K 25 frames per second in 360 video mode. Extend the pole and then just hold the camera straight and just walk along the path in a constant speed while keeping your camera steady. And then in the edit, you can add a speed ramp, add keyframes to adjust the camera angle, and also add motion blur to sell the effect. Cheers. So my trip is about to end soon. Currently, I'm in Uppsala, which is around a half an hour drive from Stockholm. And I've been really enjoying Sweden so far. And using the DJI Osmo 360 really allowed me to stay in the moment while not focusing too much on the camera settings. So if you're looking for a powerful way to capture your vlogs, then the DJI Osmo 360 is certainly a fun camera to use for creating engaging vlog videos. Now, if you want to learn more about the DJI Osmo 360, I do have a video that you can check out right here that will go into other aspects of this camera. Other than that, thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.